While the rest of the city was still asleep on Sunday morning, more than 1,000 athletes were taking to the River Liffey for Dublin City Triathlon, the biggest club event in Ireland and a highlight of the race calendar. Competitors raced across both sprint and Olympic distances, with the bike and run legs taking place in the perfect surroundings of the Phoenix Park. With points in the Vodafone National Series up for grabs, competition was intense. For the second year running, DCT also hosted a Super Series event which saw Ireland's top triathletes race in a draft legal format over a sprint distance course. The Cat 1 men were up first and Cork man Chris Mintern played a tactically astute race. He emerged from the 750 metre swim with Alastair Rogers, and after a smooth transition, Mintern allowed Rogers to power ahead at the beginning of the 20km bike. Mintern soft-pedalled until a pack of 4 men made up a 15-second gap and joined him for the remainder of the bike course. Rogers ended up completing the entire 20km bike on his own, while a chasing pack of Mintern, Lewis Byram, Cillian Tierney and Eachlin O'Reilly worked together and came into T2 about 1 minute behind. Once on the run, Mintern started overhauling Rogers' lead, but left it late to make his move as the pair only drew level with the finish line in sight. Mintern managed to overtake Rogers with a fantastic finish, and he crossed the line first with a time of 1 hour and 36 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2016 at Dublin City Triathlon sprint champion, Chris Mintern!
Rogers came home next in 1 hour and 58 seconds, with junior British duathlon champion Lewis Byram in third at 1 hour, 1 minute and 24 seconds.
Yeah, it was a tough race because it's different to a lot of the other Cat 1 races I found, because you know there was others in the race and you don't know much about them and you don't know where the strengths and weaknesses are, so it's a lot different. The attitude towards the race is a lot different. Same, start hard on the swim, have a look around, see where people are, and just found good feet, stay there on the swim, and then the bike. Pack of 5 of us rolling around together on the bike, which was good, and then just run as hard as we could. The pace was a bit too much for me. I thought I'd just keep it controlled, keep within myself. I didn't want to burn the legs going onto the run, given that there was such a strong pack coming out behind me on the bike. I could see coming out of the swim, I could see the pack that were behind me, and I knew that they had some strong cyclists with them. So I thought there was no point in burning all the matches for 20 or 30 seconds when I knew I'd run quicker than 20 or 30 seconds with fresh legs. Well, it paid off anyway. I was running out of ground towards the end. I was thinking, was I going to catch him? Was I running out of ground? But yeah, thankfully I just got there in the end. Well, it's great as well, you know, to have an Irishman on the top of the podium, like when there's others racing. So that meant a lot to me today. Like, knowing there's a lot of people supporting me here, like, so I was delighted with that. Yeah.
In the women's race, Susanna Murphy led from the start, posting the quickest swim to carve out a narrow advantage over Amy Wolfe and Mary Hodgson, who came out of the water 4 seconds later. Murphy was quick out of transition and pressed on at the beginning of the bike, which saw her pulling away from Wolfe and Hodgson, who were soon joined for the 20km bike by Carolyn Hayes. Murphy never looked back and her lead was never really under threat once on the run. Carolyn Hayes posted the quickest run split of the day, but it wasn't enough to catch Murphy, who came home in first place with a time of 1 hour, 7 minutes and 34 seconds. Hayes crossed in second in 1 hour, 7 minutes and 57 seconds, while teenager Mary Hodgson crossed the line to take third in 1 hour, 8 minutes and 51 seconds.
I suppose that the whole event is just very exciting. I was worried that a 20-9 start might be, everyone might be still in bed, but there were quite a few people out, so it was a really fun race. I didn't really have a strategy coming into this. On the way out, I could feel people at my feet, so I knew that there were people right behind me. At one stage I tried to get rid of them but didn't. I knew I was first out of the water, but I wasn't sure if there were people like right behind me. Then I got through transition and I knew I was clear of the other girls. I suppose in my head I just wanted to run fast and that was it. My run has definitely improved this season, so I wasn't actually that worried, although obviously you just never know what's going to happen. I've been doing a lot of international racing this season, so this is actually my first domestic race, so I knew that I would have enough power to kind of keep going, so I was able to prove that, which is brilliant.
Overall, there was a fantastic day's racing, with over 1,000 athletes taking to the course.